Today was an experiment. The weather was pretty good. I took advantage of the conditions to try out some low flying in some areas that I know very well. I just haven't been that low before around the wash, and it's just so much fun to do that. I don't know, just people might think it's dangerous, but my plane is in great shape. Everything's working really good on it, and I just had a blast out there today. It's just so much fun. I really hope that you guys enjoy the flight today, and my intentions are not to scare anybody. This is not dangerous flying. So the whole idea when you're doing that is to keep your wings in flying. If you start to get really steep turns, when I'm trying to make the turns in those washes and stuff, I usually bend them out a little bit farther, as I come around to smooth out the turns, because then the airplane is flying the whole time. It's not relying on the power. And then when I come to something where I gotta power up and get over it, I'll just power it up. But I do that always when I'm more level. Not that I'm the most experienced pilot out there. I've heard a couple of comments, especially from Bill Esker, that I'm an experienced pilot. I'll have to say, to a certain degree, I've experienced situations out here in the desert that you may not find in other places, and that is up and down drafts from the heat. And that's predominantly why we fly earlier in the morning during the summer and spring and fall. A mountaintop or something like that I've explained before, you can get thrown down very quickly with the differential in the heat from one side of the mountain to the other. And you can get that same effect on bare spots in the desert or hot spots in the desert, and even cold spots too. If you're coming along and you're flying on the desert, and all of a sudden you come across a rich green wash, that's really wide and has tons of vegetation, it's cooler there, and a lot of times it'll pull you down. In this case over here, we don't have a lot of green out this time of year. It's been pretty dry summer, and the vegetation is minimal to a certain degree, as you can see in the video. And so I don't have that worry as much, mainly just trying to steer around, trees and stuff like that. But I know the area so well. I don't want to belabor that, but I know this area now pretty well. I've been flying around here for almost over a year, I guess it has been, and I know where all of the power lines are now and all this kind of stuff. And so I'm very careful with everything like that. And I want to go home safe every day too, but I also want to have a good time, and I have experience enough to fly the way I fly. I recommend if you want to do stuff like this, or like what Rob Kabaski does, sometimes in some of his videos, don't do what Rob does. He is the pro when it comes to low flying. I learned a lot from him, but I also have my limitations, and so especially around water and lakes and stuff like that. This is only 65 horse engine, and it doesn't have a lot of power. It'll get me out of stuff, but you got to be careful of the limitations on the airplane and yourself as a pilot. If anything I say helps anybody, I appreciate that. If you want to make a comment or something, or very much appreciated, and I try to get back to everybody. I'm a small enough channel right now that I don't have, hundreds of comments. I may have 3 or 4, something like that. And I appreciate every one of them, because something stirred you to make an effort to actually write something down after you've seen one of the videos. And let's hope that it's not because I'm being inappropriate somewhere or whatever, or that it's sensationalism or anything like that, because that is not my channel. My channel is not sensationalism. My channel is fun, the love of flying, and education if I can. And of course, the building aspects of my hangar and stuff like that are also from my experience as a general contractor. Just wanting to let you know that that is our main theme. And I am a Christian, and I pray to God every day that I go flying, that to keep me safe and to make sure that I pay attention and watch every little thing in my pre-flight to ward off any signals that the airplane is not worthy to fly. So with all that, I'm going to say goodbye and make sure you subscribe and all that stuff. So thank you.